So 144.2 is not enough. I think we have to go for another lap. Let's see if we get... Here we go. I smashed the car. Great, well done. That means that our qualifying is finished and our lap time absolutely sucks. That is not a good start to this weekend in Belgium. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back for chapter number 19 of our journey through F1 23 as Battery Motorsport in my team career mode. I'm super excited about this weekend because it is a sprint weekend, so we're gonna have to double whammy on racing, which is awesome. And we also have to decide what to do with our teammate, Pourchaire. We are P5 in the Constructors' Championship for now, and I got to say, the team is going better and better. We are improving the car, we're improving our results, and Pourchaire's done decently well, you know. He's been always on the verge of points, and a couple of times he actually got some. So, I'm not sure yet. Let me check the car first, and then we decide what to do with this contract. Even though I'm thinking we started to actually invest in his performance. So I'm torn, but I will probably renew his contract and see what he actually is capable of in the next part of the championship. So let's call up his manager and see what he thinks about our decision. Yeah, let's go. I will probably go low risk. We got nothing to lose, he's got a lot to lose, and I think we'll sign the new contract. Awesome. So we got 141 days to the expiring date of this new contract we got with Théo Pourchaire, and I think, I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see some good stuff. Let's say. All right. Let's check also what we can do in the sense of R&D and all the rest of the stuff we have to do here at HQ. One thing I completely forgot to actually check was my perks, which is basically perks that we get as a driver with some cash spending. And I think I'm gonna do, I just pushed a bit more on the development feedback, which means we're gonna get more points, more R&D points anytime we do anything, so that would be good. I think the livery will stay the same for this one, and for a bit, I think for the near future we can actually keep the car as is. And at the same time, there's something I really wanna get sorted out once and for all, which is a nice upgrade on the car. And that upgrade is the engine cover. We still don't have enough points for it, but I think after we've done the activities before the race, we might be able to get that sorted and launched for the next races. And I cannot wait. We got some money in. We got also an event to check out, which is the chassis department. Yeah, basically we got to, I think, give them whatever we need, you know.
Not an easy decision, but you handled it well.
I think we have to help them out because they're gonna help us. Yes, time for the next chapter in Battery Motorsport. Let's improve everything.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication.
Improve the facilities, improve the car, improve the driver, everything. Come on, let's push forward. So, I think we are now ready not only to start this weekend, going to qualifying sprint race and the main race, but finally we got the points to get this upgrade done for the engine cover, which is a lot of weight redistribution and is gonna improve the actual thrust we have in the car and the feel we have. So yeah, let's get that done. Come on. Excited about it. I don't think we're gonna get it before Spa, but maybe before the next race, which is actually Zandvoort. Don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Come on, let's check it out. Yeah, I think no way. We're gonna go standard. We're gonna go after Zandvoort just before Monza, which is awesome. I'm curious to see how that is gonna improve our pace at the tempo of speed. And yeah, let's get this sorted. Let's go to qualifying. Finally. Spa is a mega circuit. Look at that. It was a super long circuit before they decided to cut it into this form. And I'm super happy that we are now racing and it's gonna rain. That is going to be an amazing race. But before that, we have a very important qualifying session and a very important sprint session, because that means we might be able to get points for both events. Let's see. Our first attempt in Spa goes down the drain right now. First corner, and we are already out of it. Well done. 10 minutes left, and it's not a good look for us because a whole lap is 1 minute 45 roughly. An invalidated lap. We have to go all around the circuit again and start again the lap, which is another 2 minutes. So we got 9 minutes to go now, and we got to make a stick now. We are P22 right now at the back of the whole grid. De Vries, Hulkenberg, Magnussen in front of us. Let's see. All Rouge in this car feels quite good. I can almost do it all flat. We just have to lift off a little bit and then we can keep going again. But this track though, look at this. Beautiful. Les Combes, which I've just driven horribly, but it's an amazing set of turns. And we got Bruxelles here to get into the mid section of the whole circuit, which is amazing, you know. I find some of these corners, in particular these ones, the turn 12 basically, which is a... There we are. I was actually going to say it's a very hard one for me. Luckily I didn't destroy the car, so we can actually keep going. And we're going to lose another minute and a half for this. Here we go. I actually changed tires because I thought it's better if we get the best shot that we can. With 4 minutes to go, we might be able to pull one lap, maybe possibly two, if I get to recharge the battery a bit. All right, let's go. Time to push now again. P22, same position, same drivers in front of us.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time.
Here we go, and rain is coming as well. Luckily not in the sprint race, so we can get a dry sprint race and then we're gonna have a wet race. Let's see how that's gonna go. I'm surprised to see Albon, that, you know, like in P18, I'm sure he's gonna improve because, you know, that Williams got way more pace than that. Yeah, and also I'm sure he's gonna overtake his teammate. We'll see. Anyway, let's care about Battery Motorsport for now, and let's see if we can finally get a lap together. It's an okay lap so far, nothing special, and to be honest, I'm not sure it's gonna give us anything amazing. Luckily, we got turn 12 done decently now, and let's see how we go into campus here. Love these two corners. These are awesome. You know, once you actually master Spa, which I don't think I do yet, it's absolutely amazing. And I've got to say, once you start to get some corners in, like 2 or 3 corners in a row, and they feel great, it is just a nice, really nice feeling, to be honest. All right, so we are almost at the end of this first attempt, and I'm really, really curious to see what we're gonna get. Last chicane for us, a little mistake there as well. A ton of mistakes, to be honest, around the lap, and see what we get. We're gonna go for a 1:44.2, which is P18. So we actually are splitting the Williams now. But it's not enough, you know. It is not enough. Let's recharge the battery, and I'm sure I can manage another lap for sure, you know. And
that looked bad. Are you all right? Let me know you're okay.
I'm okay, but unfortunately the car is not. This is the end of qualifying for us after a 1 timed lap, which sucks because it means we are probably gonna start the sprint race from probably the back. I mean, we're P18 now, so not good. This scene is always so sad, you know, when you see actually the guy helping you out, and yeah, just trying to lift the spirit a bit. Let's see what we are getting here in Spa.
Lando Norris.
P22.
Well, that wraps
Wow.
up qualifying,
What
but
a
don't
great
worry,
result.
We'll be back tomorrow
Oh,
as
man.
we head
All
into
right.
the Grand
So
Prix.
that means we're going to start at the back from the sprint race. And Théo Pourchaire is going to be
Welcome to today's
P17.
sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend.
Fantastic. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Look at Eau Rouge. Wow, what a set of corners. Right, anyway, here we go. I'm ready to see what we can achieve in Spa, and more than anything, to see if our race pace is actually decent compared to the rest of the grid. A nice shot of the sky right there.
Here we go then. The formation lap is underway ahead of today's sprint.
Great directing just before the formation lap. All right, so everybody, literally every single car is on softs, apart from Hülkenberg and Magnussen. I'm not sure what they decided in the garage for the Haas team. I'm not sure.
As all the cars take
Yeah,
their positions
not
on
sure.
the grid, the
Anyway,
final
good for us. We're gonna probably get
and all that's
those
left
guys.
is for the drivers to deliver
I
on
hope.
track.
And I hope a few more, you know? Let's see what is going to happen. P22. That is not good, is it? Oh, man. But let's remember that now we got the sprint race. The actual results of the sprint race will define the grid for the race. So, yeah. Let's see. We're just at the back of the AlphaTauri of Nick De Vries and one Williams, which I'm not sure if it's Sargent or Albon. We're gonna see. I'm ready to fight for any position we can here in the sprint race. All right, let's go. 5 red lights. And away we go in Spa-Francorchamps. Let's see. De Vries had a horrible start, and we can get probably also his teammate Tsunoda and some more cars, even our teammates. I mean, that's mental. P16, that is crazy stuff. You can see that Hülkenberg already is struggling a little bit compared to all the other soft runners because, of course, we got better tires than him. Not sure if the 5 laps are gonna be enough for our tires to actually get anywhere that we will feel during the driving, but yeah, we will see. Stroll is here at the back with us, which is not a good sign for Aston Martins, who are actually our rival team. Oh,
All right,
man,
let's focus now for the rest of the
that
race.
was a horrible set of corners, those two. My God, but we're still here. We didn't crash the car, which is what we need. Pourchaire, in the meantime, overtook Stroll. What is going on with this car? I mean, I feel like he's almost rally. And what is going on with Pourchaire? Come on, man. We are teammates. What? Come on. I mean, that is not good, right? Is it? Are we still gonna fight this? What? How many corners were that? 4 corners? Side to side? I mean, not good. We're gonna have to get a proper team brief done here because this is not cool. I really hope in F124 they're gonna put that. The actual team radio or something so you can actually decide some strategies or something, because that would be awesome, you know. Because that, my dear Théo Pourchaire, not cool, you know, not cool at all. All right, anyway, let's focus now on the next 4 laps to try and get as many cars as we can. I'm sure we can get Hülkenberg and Guan Yu Zhou for sure. I don't know after that. I'm not sure what is going to happen in front of... we got Liam Lawson, I can see. So let's see if we can. Right, let's get Hülkenberg right here. Can we? Oh, we almost squeezed us to the wall just before Eau Rouge, and we're going to overtake him on the inside of Eau Rouge. And we made contact, but luckily we are both still racing. I'm not sure if his front wing or something got damaged, but he's coming back for us on the Camel Straight, and we're gonna push. We are now P15 in front of Hülkenberg, and my teammate is also trying to push for position. End of lap 2, we are going on the inside of the chicane. Now we are on the outside, of course, on the second turn, but here we go. P14 for us. We are cooking. I think now finally the tires are in temperature, and I'm gonna try and get also Liam Lawson. Are we gonna be able to do that? Let's see. Can we get him at the end of the straight? No, we cannot, because he positions the car exactly in the right spot, and he made our life way harder than I thought. Right, anyway, we're gonna try. We're still P14. Aston Martins are literally our rival team right now. We are just in front of them in the constructors standing, so we got to get more points than them every weekend if we want to keep P5 and get more cash at the end of the season to then improve the car and the facilities and everything. So we got to push, right? That is the world of F1 and how every team is. Here we go. On the inside of turn 1, we get Liam Lawson.
Nice overtake.
Thanks, man. That was awesome. And we are already on lap 4, guys. I mean, we have not long to go, but we're gonna try and get Albon, who I think was a bit sleepy there, right? I think he didn't really cover all possible scenarios. P12, that is insane, you know, insane racing from P22 to P12. That is awesome. Can we get Bottas? I'm not sure. We're a bit far though, and we don't have DRS.
Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
But maybe, not sure. We will try. Definitely try. So far, this sprint race really showed that we have some pace, at least in the midfield or in the back part of the field. And I really hope the race will be defined by this performance, you know, that we are extracting from the car. Unfortunately, we don't get Bottas. I think we're never gonna get Bottas in this final few corners if he doesn't make a mistake.
Okay,
But we are
P12 now. Bottas is ahead of you now. Okay, keep an eye on that
P12.
gap ahead.
So, yeah.
1.1 seconds.
Liam Lawson
Okay,
is
they're
getting
on
closer
top.
to us, while
Lawson
Sergio
behind,
Perez
leading the car
wins
behind by
the sprint race.
1.0
He's
seconds.
literally
Okay, they're on old softs.
he's doing really well
Okay, so gap
for
to the
Red Bull
leader
in
is
this second season.
12.7 seconds.
And I've got to say, I've done decently well
All right,
in this sprint race
over. Take care of the car
to
on the
recover
way in.
an horrible, absolutely horrible qualifying
So then,
session.
it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Our championship leader is still sat at the top of the standings, but their rivals have made up some...
And let's go now to the full race. Here we go.
Welcome to this visit to the Ardennes countryside. Spa-Francorchamps hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925, and this historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike, and us here in the commentary box too. So it's a warm welcome from the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps is a 4.35-mile tour of the Ardennes countryside, with 9 rights and 10 lefts, giving us a grand total of 19 corners. Average lap speeds in the dry can reach about 145 miles per hour, but without a significant improvement in the conditions, we're not going to be seeing anything like that today. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. It's Sergio Perez on pole today, and a very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Russell, Hamilton, Ocon, Bottas, Ali, Liam Lawson, Leclerc, Albon, Joe, Théo Pourchaire, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Sonoda, De Vries, Sargent, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. Well, it's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Anthony Davidson, could be a wet one today. Great to have you with us. What are your thoughts?
It is a touch damp, isn't it? Well, as a driver, there are 3 big things to worry about when racing in these kind of conditions: standing water, tyre temperature and visibility. And judging distance to the cars around you is really tricky when you're driving through the vast amounts of spray that these wet weather Pirelli tyres kick up.
I think it's going to be a very interesting race, guys. We are starting from P12 and actually P11. I think somebody had a penalty. I don't think there's much we can do apart from deciding to get a bit less fuel on the car, because there might be safety cars, I hope.
Here we go then. The
So we don't need
formation
all that
lap is
fuel,
underway.
basically. And I'm
These are wet
quite
conditions here today.
conservative
Each
anyway.
driver will
I
no
don't
doubt
really
be mindful
underfuel
of
the
the
car
wet
ever,
surface as they
because you
prepare
never
to
know.
race around the track.
Yeah, Leclerc got a penalty, as you can see. He's starting P13, means he had a 10 grid penalty. Not sure for what, but it means we are one step away
So as all
from
the cars
points.
take their positions on the grid, the teams will be hoping their strategies pay off for them in today's race. But the question I'm asking is which teams have got it right, which ones have got it horribly wrong?
No idea about that, but we will find out very soon, I think. The situation weather-wise seems quite full on, and I'm very, very, very curious to see if anybody's going to commit mistakes. I hope so, but yeah, we will actually have to see. Bottas in front of us, and I think is Guan Yu Zhou and Leclerc behind us. So yeah, we're busy. Liam Lawson as well. We are basically squeezed in between some really fast cars. So let's see what happens. Let's go. And it's time to race in Spa-Francorchamps. We're gonna try and get the inside line on turn 1, which I love. Can we get a couple of cars? We can get a ton of cars. Seems like Russell saw us and decided to step out of the corner just before getting too close, and we are now fighting again with Valtteri Bottas, who had a great start, and we overtake Valtteri Bottas, as you can see on the inside of Eau Rouge. And to be honest, that was a pretty cool overtake. We're in P7 right now. We're gonna push as much as we can, but Russell is coming so fast. He's got a car that is absolutely superior to the Valtteri Motorsport car, but we managed to do the same that we did in the sprint race and brake really late and take the outside line into Le Combe. And here we go. We got Pierre Gasly in front of us and George Russell just behind us. Let's see if we can manage to don't commit any mistakes. I will probably drive a bit more conservative and just be careful not to get basically what I get in every single race, which is a ton of penalties, because my track limits are absolutely, I cannot literally, just cannot do that. I always get track limits penalties, but yeah, we will definitely try and not get that here in Spa, because otherwise, the team is not going to be happy with me at all. But yeah, let's go. We're trying now to keep George Russell behind us, and you can see that he's trying his best to overtake us just before the last chicane, but squeeze him probably a bit too much. Yeah, we're still fine. We're still good. He's got no damage, so I'm glad we didn't lose position. Sergio Perez is actually finishing the first lap, still leading the pack, and we are gone. Oh man, that was a massive lockup for us just before turn 1, and we went straight and lost a little more time to Pierre Gasly, who, has got to say, is doing really well in this first part of the race, and I hope we're gonna be able to catch him. I'm not sure we're gonna be able to catch any of the front runners like McLaren, Ferrari and Red Bull. In the meantime, Verstappen overtook Sainz for the second position. Red Bull is a 1 and 2 right now, so they're flying. I'm gonna try and push now and get Gasly if I can. This yellow flag just behind me in Le Combe. Let's see what happened there. I'm not sure. Maybe. Oh wow!
Okay, so that's a red flag. Red flag. No
A
overtaking.
red flag. Not sure what happened. Let's check it up. So we are on board with Ocon, who actually, oh man, he spun around in Le Combe in the middle of it, and of course they have a ton of cars. I understand the red flag. What did he do? He just oh man, what is he doing? Oh, what is going on? Ocon, he should just stop for a bit and then get some cars to pass by. Look at Leclerc, P15. Not a great weekend for him. Of course he got basically blocked. Man, I mean, look at Ocon. And Leclerc tried to, what is going on? Leclerc tried to go around Ocon, who actually accelerated into his side pods. Wow. Okay. Wow. I don't know what to say. We got Ocon, who's got 10 seconds penalty, and also Leclerc got 5 seconds. Here we go again. From P7, we start again on lap 4 of this Belgium Grand Prix. We are gonna try now and get the inside line again on Lando Norris. Can we do that? Wow, that is... Oh, we actually made contact with him, but we're going to try now and keep the position for a P5. Incredible start for us, for Battery Motorsport. We are now P5, just behind Carlos Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. Not sure who of the two Red Bull is now leading the pack, but we are now pulling away from the rest of the field. Let's try to push as much as we can. Verstappen is actually leading. Let's try to push and try. Can we get any of these guys again? I mean, I don't know. We're gonna try. We're gonna definitely try that. P5, guys. Amazing, amazing. Finally, we are competing again in the front of the field. I'm gonna, of course, try to don't make any mistakes. We are now in a great position for some points finally, and I'm trying, as you can see, I'm going basically out of the racing line to try and see something in this horrible treacherous weather, while unfortunately I get a warning going off track in one of my worst corners here in Spa. We're gonna try and push. We still have half a second from Lando Norris, who I'm sure is gonna try to start really pushing now to get this position while we are getting a bit more focused in the race again. And here we go. Lando Norris is pushing now. I think he's using a lot of his battery to try and get us just before the end of this fourth lap of the race. Is he gonna be able to? No, luckily we positioned the car in a place where, oh, you've seen my car losing the rear end a bit. And yeah, Lando Norris tried, but I'm sure he's gonna be now all over our tail to try and get that P5 off us. I mean, McLaren is a completely different league. As you can see, Piastri is still keeping up with the Red Bulls, which is not an easy task, I would say. And at the same time, Carlos Sainz is fighting for the Ferrari team, because Leclerc is just way back, and he's got also a 5-second penalty, which I think he should have not gotten, but what can you do? We try to show our face basically in the rear view mirror of Carlos, but yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he's a champion, unfortunately. He is not like a new F1 driver, I would say. But yeah, here we are. Let's keep going. We got purple sector 1 because we've been pushing hard to get Carlos, and still we're so close, but so far, unfortunately. Lando Norris, in the meantime, got we pulled a bit of a gap with him, and I'm gonna now try to use all our pace. Wow, that was amazing. That was an amazing.
0.9 seconds.
The traction was incredible, and I got another warning. This is here we are. Here we go. Alessio is back. But yeah, we got so much traction out of the slow corners that is actually probably our strongest point, maybe? I don't know. One of the strongest points for sure of this car. And I'm gonna try now and use all my battery to try and get Piastri at the end of the Camel Straight. Can we get him on the outside just before getting to Le Commet? We can. Wow, that was awesome. Awesome. We got 2 positions in basically in the first sector of the track, which is insane. We are now in the podium positions. I would not even think about this at the beginning of the actual weekend, but yeah, look at this. Unfortunately, I touched the grass and I get back on track, and I just blocked both cars. I actually voluntarily didn't want to do that, but yeah, it just happened. I had to get back on track, otherwise I'm gonna lose so much and probably lose the car completely. But here we go. We are still in P3. The group just behind us is made of some epic teams and racers, so I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to keep them at bay, in particular Sainz and Piastri and Norris. And here we go. Sainz is trying right now to overtake us on the outside of chicane, but I keep the position still at the end of lap 7.
9 laps to go.
Something that just dawned on me is, I'm not sure, I didn't change tires during the red flag, so okay, we have to check that. Anyway, Piastri now is trying his best again, and I touch the grass again and I do the same mistake and we make contact. Luckily he's tire on tire, so we should have not gotten either of us any damage, I hope. And yeah, seems like we're now P4. Unfortunately now, the fast runners are gonna come.
Strong, but be aware, these tyres need to go the distance.
Yeah, here we are. They are coming fast for me because, yeah, I'm an easy target in this race. But yeah, we're gonna try again. Look at the traction we get out of the slow corners, as I said before. And we're gonna try and overtake Piastri on the outside of... No way. No, I just got completely off track and I'm gonna give him the position back because that was not good. Here we go. All right. And again, we're gonna start the fight again with Piastri. I mean, that is how it's done, right? And oh no, Sainz, I think he tried too hard to overtake us just before the comb, and that was not a good move from him. I'm not sure if he's got damage now, but yeah, we will see. I hope not. Let's keep going. It's quite of a full-on. Oh yeah, here we go. He got us now, and yeah. It's a full-on race right now, and I lost a little bit of the focus, as you can see. Another warning. I have to get back on it because yeah. And Lando Norris is trying to get us as well. I actually think we didn't change our tires for the red flag, and they did. So they now have the. Oh man, they now have the advantage on us because I think my tires are kind of tailing off a bit. As you can see, just the cornering speed I have to use to get around the corner is not... I'm not sure. We will see. I will definitely check. Look at that. Look at that. My tires... I'm not sure if these are the tires or what is going on. Let's check. I got a couple of warnings, as you can see, and I have to really be careful with that. And yeah, I didn't change tires. Oh, damn. I mean, everybody else did. So we got another 5 laps to go. 6 laps to go, actually, on these tires. So now we are in P5. I got fastest lap, which not sure anybody, maybe somebody's gonna try to get it by the end of the race. Okay, and Norris is trying to overtake us in the while we move in the center of the track, and he tried the outside line, but he didn't get it. Didn't get us, luckily. It's going to be a fight, guys. It's going to be a full-on fight with the McLaren of Lando and Pierre Gasly just behind him. I'm now taking the corners a bit more carefully because, yeah, my tires are not... I'm not sure. We will have to see how we get to lap 13, 14 and 15 because right now they're losing a little bit. Perez, in the meantime, got his lead back and he's now the leader of the Belgian Grand Prix. Just behind him, Max Verstappen, then Carlos Sainz and Piastri. And Norris is still trying his best to overtake us in the same place just before chicane, basically. And yeah, let's see. There's a lot of cars just behind me that are waiting for their turn to overtake Battery Motorsport, but we're gonna try not to get them the position. We'll try.
Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Just keep pushing.
We're gonna definitely try to keep pushing because these points are super important for us for the championship. And I think Théo Pourchaire is, I like to call him Theo, by the way. So yeah, Théo Pourchaire is not far from the points. Let's see if we actually can. Look, I'm trying all the possible lines to get Lando not to attempt anything. And yeah, that was a successful... That was good, actually. That was a successful move from us, and I'm going to try now to go around Lecombe quite...
Okay, we've been given a time penalty.
Here we
go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
Here we go.
Down and let's get it done.
I got a 3 seconds penalty, a classic for me, basically. Every race I've been doing, I get a penalty at a certain point. And unfortunately, the race we did in Silverstone, that was horrible, and I got a double penalty. But yeah, here we go. By the way, if you enjoy these videos, please guys subscribe to the channel and don't be a stranger. Comment and like our stuff, and yeah, let's have a chat about racing, which is awesome, you know, and sim racing, of course. Here we go. I'm gonna try again. 13th time we're going around Eau Rouge, and we are pulling now a gap from Lando's and Gasly and everybody. While Piastri and Sainz, they are literally in another league, as you can see.
The car in front is 3.9 seconds.
Yeah, 3.9 seconds. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to actually get those guys anymore. But I've got a couple of... Oh, wow. And in the meantime, Max Verstappen is having a problem with his engine and he's going to retire, I think. Yeah, he's retiring from this Belgian Grand Prix. Wow. All right, in the meantime, we are coming around with another warning, just where Max just stopped on the side of the circuit. And yeah, we got to pull it together and try to get to the end, because now this is a P4.
For the next 15 minutes.
There was a horrible Stavelot corner, and what happened there? And that might have been Lando hitting us. What happened there, actually? I got a very wide corner, yeah, because I lost control of the car. And Lando, I think, went for it, and he literally slammed his front left into our sideboards.
Less than a second separates you. They're on old intermediates.
That was a bit of a weird move from Lando, but now he's gonna have to stop, unfortunately, because his front wing is gone.
Wing damage. We should be able to pull a gap. Let's go.
I'm gonna try now. I'm gonna try to use this as my ticket to keep the position P4. Not sure I can, but I'm gonna definitely try it. But now we got, of course, damage. Oh man, that was not a good move, Lando. Sorry, that sucked. And unfortunately, you can see the result with Lando now having to stop and going at the back of the grid, basically. Yeah, that not a good move. We got 1 second
just 2 laps
to Gasly, and of course Russell now is smelling, and Hamilton. They're all smelling points, you know. They know they can do it. They know they can do it now, and they're getting closer and closer. My tires are getting tired now. And
behind is 7.9 seconds.
Yeah, you can tell. I've got not much grip at all, and yeah, I don't know. At this point, these 3 cars, they're gonna get it, because this is the last lap around Spa. I hope I'm gonna be able to keep P8, because Bottas looks like he's not gonna be able to get it, but Gasly is trying now to overtake us. Our tires are gone by a long shot. They're over 40%, and I'm gonna try and squeeze him just before they come, but I'm sure they're gonna try and push again. 1 second to Gasly and 1.3 to Russell. Not enough. Unfortunately, this 3 seconds penalty is not gonna help our championship. They never do, but in this case, even less, right? So here we go. Few last corners for us to finish this 15-lap Grand Prix in Spa. I think we're gonna be able to keep P8, because Bottas is not gaining. He's not gaining anything in this lap. So I hope we're gonna still be able to do that. Théo Pourchaire, in the meantime, is P11, so I don't think he's gonna be able to get any points for this weekend. But I hope we're gonna still be P8 by the end of this. Let's see. I'm gonna do my best to keep these last few corners together, and I'm gonna push, use all my battery, do all of it. Come on, we need these points, guys. We need all of these points. I hope we're not gonna commit any mistakes here at the end. Oh man, we're so close to some points at least, and we would have been P4. Yeah, I mean, let's not dwell on it. Let's get the last corner done, and we are now.
What a great race!
What are we?
And a magnificent victory.
They didn't say.
The Belgian Grand Prix.
What did we get? We don't know. Red Bull, I think they had a 1 and 2. Yes, here we go. Oh no! Of course not, because Verstappen retired. So we got Perez, Piastri on the podium. So we got Perez, Carlos Sainz, and Oscar Piastri on the podium. What did we get? Are they gonna tell us?
Despite the best efforts of
Here we go. P7.
That
is awesome. That is amazing. We got 7 points because we have 6 plus 1 that was the fastest lap of the race. I can't believe that's the first fastest lap I've ever gotten as Battery Motorsport. That is mental. And Théo Pourchaire got 1 point. Didn't he? Yeah, he got 1 point. So he did. Oh yeah, I read it wrong. He got 1 point. He overtook Charles Leclerc. That is amazing. Well done to our teammate. We got in total 8 points. Amazing. This was quite of a weekend, I would say. going from the qualifying disaster that I created and then going into the rest of the whole weekend with the sprint race, which was actually really good, and this race, which I really thoroughly enjoyed. Unfortunately, I always get these penalties and it sucks, completely sucks. But I've got to say, it was P8 last season and it's P7 this season, so good. We are improving, guys. We are definitely improving. Of course, this race put us down to P9, so Oscar Piastri he got closer to Lando Norris, you know, and we are still keeping our P5 in the constructor, which is awesome because we're now pulling away 19 points from Aston Martin. So, guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and let us know what you think. Théo Pourchaire, P15, we are P9. Next one up is going to be Zandvoort. Let's go.